Hi, everybody. My name is Uche Maple, and I am a leadership and business strategist. And thank you for coming to my YouTube channel. I'm so excited. Okay, so this whole week, I will be doing a 7-part series on why it is imperative that you start a business as if your life depends on it. And here's the key, even if you're working. Yes, for all my people out there who's going to a day job 9 to 5, been there, 22 years, done that, it is imperative that you have another stream of income. And this whole week, I'll be giving you two tips and some tools and strategies on how you can jump start into doing that so that you can go from stationary to moving. Yes. And here's the beauty of it. You don't need to take any additional training. You don't need to take any additional classes. You don't have to go back to school and get any type of additional degrees, because everything that you need to be successful is where? Right here. And we are going to go and figure it out. Yes? Okay. So you're like, Uche, who are you? Tell me who you are. All right. For those of you who do not know me, again, my name is Uche Maple. I'm a leadership and business strategist. Listen, my story goes back. Okay. So I'm just going to give you a quick version, but if you want to know more information about me, go to some of my videos and it gives you great detailed information. For those of you who don't know me, listen, I'm a Texan by heart, grew up in Texas, went to school, HBCU, went to school, got a degree in engineering because I wanted to fix my mom's car, right? Graduated, left the state of Texas, moved out west, worked at a very great Fortune 100 company. And I was there probably for about 10 years. Unfortunately, I was one of the ones that got laid off during 2008. Yep. I had just had my second son and I got laid off. And you know what, to be honest with you, I didn't know what to do. But here's the thing. I was never afraid about not having a job, because one thing I know, I could get a job. But I was exploring at the time, what else? Because I never want to be in this situation again. So in that moment, what I started doing, I started taking classes to become a CPA. And I actually applied to go to nursing school. Now, what's interesting is that I did get another job, and I found out that, guess what? I was accepted into nursing school. Didn't take it. But what I did continue to do was to take accounting classes because I said, listen, I don't want to be in a position where I'm waiting for someone to give me an opportunity, right? I didn't want to be a job taker. I wanted to be a job maker. And I was still taking, all my accounting classes. And then, to be honest with you, life just happened. I finished a couple of accounting classes. And then, it happens with the best of us, right? Which is life. So I was working full time again. Me and my family was working full time, doing the things in and out, being a mom, being a woman who was in the STEM field, working, moving up in the workplace, frustrated as well. Felt like I didn't own my own time. I didn't control my own life. Felt like, listen, if I don't work, I don't get a check. And to be honest with you, just looking back, that was a very taxing time in both our lives. It is something, and I can't remember the word for it, but there is something not right when, as a human being, you don't have control over how much you make. You don't have control over when you can take off. You don't have control over how you spend time with your family. It's like everything is out of your control. And I no longer wanted to have that. I no longer wanted someone to control how much income and money I was bringing in. I no longer wanted someone to dictate when I take time off, or even dictate when I wake up in the morning at work. And, for a while, I was like, listen, you got to move. And in 2019, that was when I got my business incorporated, and I started helping people to have a better life, to be able to negotiate, to be able to take ownership of their life, and to know that they have choices But more importantly, you have everything in you to be successful, and you don't need anyone to affirm that to you. So it's been an exciting couple of years. Since then, I've not opened one but two other businesses that have been amazing. And I've done one with my husband, and another one I did it with a partner. Came in where we were winning contracts, 5-figure contracts to help people with their program. And I'm just excited today. So that's why I'm really passionate about helping other working professionals understand that you have all of your superpowers. They're already been ignited. They're there. It's just that someone may be suppressing it because of just what has happened in the past, or someone has told you that it wasn't great for you to be you. But the reality is that as long as you are utilizing your natural gifts and ability and harnessing that power, you can change lives for other people, especially with there being so many problems out there now and people need solutions. And I know you're the one that can bring them solutions. Yes? All right. So day one, part one, right, of the 7-part series, why it is important for you to start a business as if your life depends on it. Because what it does. The first thing I think out of everything is so that you can take back the ownership of your life. Number one, taking back ownership of your life does this. It frees your mind. It gives you the liberty from you to have a different mindset to going from employee to employer, where you're no longer just being like a robot and just taking what information people are giving you and just doing it. Now you get an opportunity to allow your ideas to flourish and to take precedence in your life. It's as if the veil has been lifted over your eyes and you're able to look at the world with a new set of lenses. There's a new landscape in front of you. Things that you would have normally attacked before in terms of being a problem solver, but because the day job and a 9-to-5 has cultivated you in a way where you're no longer being creative, innovative, or even just thinking outside of the box. They sort of train you to think one particular way, which makes you risk adverse. And being a business owner, an entrepreneur, you cannot be afraid of risk. Here's how I look at it. You know, when we were younger, when we were babies, we were so inquisitive, right? We did not have a lot of fear. We didn't have any fear because we didn't know what to be afraid of. But over time, our parents cultivated us to make us aware, either to aware of the danger or to be fearful of something. But what happened is, right, let's think about this. You learned how to walk. You were walking. That's encouragement because they want you to learn how to walk. You are talking. That's encouragement because they're wanting you to learn how to talk, right? And if you think about it this way, everything you did as a child, you did it fearless because you were not born that way. What happens is that people that we are around our environment start instilling negativity into us, which makes us believe less than what we are. If you have the gift of the mouth, that's what I say. You probably got in trouble a lot because people probably said you talk too much, but that is a natural gift because you're able to communicate in a way that no one else does. If you are a natural leader, I got in trouble all the time because it was like, you're being too bossy. You can't tell them what to do. But the reality is that I understood what needed to be done in those times, especially as a young child, when we would get in situations, I had a gift of being strategic and to take command. But I used to get in trouble for those type of gifts. And in fact, when you get in the workplace, because your younger environment has molded you to be something, and when you get into the workplace and when you need those skills that makes you amazing, we have a tendency to fall back. And being an entrepreneur allows you to take ownership of your life. You get to dictate how much money you want to make. You get to dictate who you're going to work with. You get to dictate your values, your mission, and your vision of your life. And above all, you get to dictate what kind of life you want to live. Taking ownership of your life means now that you have accountability of where you want your life to be. And being an entrepreneur, being a business owner, and having that while you're working a 9-to-5 does two things. One, your mindset shifts. It shifts. It shifts completely. To be honest with you, you'll probably end up doing better at work. You'll probably end up doing better at work. And it's not the fact that you're like, oh my gosh, I have options. It's the fact that you're now thinking like a boss. And when you think like a boss, you look at things differently. Your work is done differently. You're connecting the dots differently. You are looking at what's next. And more importantly, you know what kind of questions to ask. And here's the thing, people notice it. Number one, today's lesson today is taking ownership of your life is the first step and the first reason on why you want to become an entrepreneur, business owner. Yes? All right. So come back tomorrow for part 2. I'm excited because listen, this whole week is going to be amazing. Get your notepad out, get your tools out, because we're going to be giving you different things, different tools, different tips on why you need to have a side business as if your life depends on it, because what it does. All right, everyone, be sure to like and subscribe to the page, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.